Today we're going to talk about how do you actually automate your business to the point where you're not required to do anything to make money. My name is Michael Barav, and I was able to build a team of 150 plus sales guys in less than 2.5 years, and we did it with zero money invested. And now we have a solar company, we have a marketing company, we're growing like crazy from coast to coast like butter on toast. So let's talk about automation. So this is how my mind processes. This is like how I do it. So this may help you out a lot because this is how I process my information and building out my systems, right? Because a lot of times, people talk about like, oh, I want to automate my business. I want to automate my business and X myself out, but how do you really do that, right? So this is how I do it. It may work for you, it may not, but this is what's helped me create multiple businesses, helped me succeed in a lot of different industries, and I actually enjoy doing it this way because it feels good to know that when you're doing it this way, there's an end in mind where you can buy back your time and buy back your energy and not be required to do everything for the business. My mindset is very simple. Everything I do in my business, right? I list everything that I do, right? And if I need help in something, my mind is like, okay, the first thing I look at is, can I have it automated by a bot or a computer? Okay? Or by AI, right? That's my mindset. Like, can I have artificial intelligence, a computer, a bot to do the work for me? How do I make it let's say there's a specific task that I need done. Can a bot or a computer or artificial intelligence get that task done? If the answer is yes, I implement that AI immediately. Why? Because I just want to make sure that artificial intelligence does it without a physical human being. Because AI, computers, and bots make very little mistakes. Right? They're programmed in a way, but there's no emotions. It's all logic. It's all like execution with formulas. And I love that because I don't want people's hands involved in my shit. Because if someone is involved as a human being, there's a lot of mistakes that can happen. Human error is just there. Right? Think about back in the day when accounting was on ledgers and stuff, right? You had debits and credits. How many mistakes do you think was made in all of these general ledgers? Probably a shit ton. Right? Because somebody made a mistake, they didn't drink their coffee that morning or whatever, and boom, there was a mistake in the books, right? So I always look at it this way. Can a computer or artificial intelligence create that task or do something for me? Number two, can I outsource it internationally? What does that mean? Well, if you know that in Bangladesh, in India, in Morocco, in Egypt, in the Philippines, in other countries, the cost of labor is way cheaper than somebody in America. And my question is, can I outsource this task to someone in the Philippines? Can I outsource this task to someone in Bangladesh? And the reason why I want to do that is for a few reasons. Number one, people internationally work 10 times harder than Americans. That's a fact. Okay, I've hired multiple people from other countries, and wow, they're just amazing. Like, I got a few employees right now from the Philippines. I love them to death. They're amazing at what they do. That's number one. And number two, they also cost half of what a human would cost in America, right? So that can give you some more cash to put back into the business, especially if you're starting out. It's incredibly important to outsource internationally if you possibly can. There's certain things you can do that can be outsourced internationally. For example, anything that, in my opinion, anything that's not customer facing can be done by outsourcing internationally. So if it doesn't require a phone call to a customer, a conversation with a customer, or any kind of interaction with a customer, you can definitely outsource it internationally, okay? Number three, the next thing I look for is, can a human do it? For example, flipping burgers. Anybody can do it, okay? Anybody can flip a burger. It's not that difficult. That's why McDonald's is able to be all over the world, and anybody can join McDonald's and start flipping burgers, right? There's no real genius attached to it. There's no skill set attached to it. So I look for jobs like, for example, an administrative position. There's no real genius to that. A couple of skill sets needed, that's it, right? Human can get it done. You can easily train that person, easily get it done, okay? This is where you can literally hire someone for 10, 15, 20 bucks an hour maybe, and there's no real master skill required, okay? The next thing that I look for, if it can be done by a bot, it can be done by outsourcing internationally, it can be done by a human, I look for the next thing, a skilled human, okay? What is a skilled human? Well, for example, if you want to have a recruiter for your business, they need to be skilled. If you need an engineer for your business, they need to be skilled. If you need to have a person that's an electrician, they need to be skilled. They require more skill set and probably require to be paid a little bit more money. And that is my mindset. Like, if I cannot get it done by a computer or AI or outsource it internationally or have a human do it, I will look for a skilled human being. But a lot of people make this mistake. They're looking for the top tier. I want top talent. Listen, you don't need top talent for every position. Not every position needs top talent. Characteristics, maybe. Values, maybe. Principles, maybe, but not for skill set. Some jobs don't require someone to be that sophisticated. And you can save yourself the money by focusing on some of these things, right? Especially if you're starting out as a startup. Next, instead of a skilled human being, You may want to hire a specialist, a consultant. Maybe they're specifically there for a couple of hours. Maybe you're a lawyer. You don't need them every single minute. You just need them only special situations, right? It's high pay. My lawyer charges a lot, right? Maybe your lawyer can charge you $200, $300, $400, $500 an hour. It's expensive. You don't want to have someone $400, $500 an hour working full time. You don't need that. You need someone that's a specialist to focus on a specific issue you have. That's when you hire a specialist. A consultant, for example, if you hire a consultant for 10, 20, 30,000 to execute on some kind of thing you're trying to improve on, whatever it may be, you hire a specialist in that moment, okay? And remember, all of these specific people that I look for or situations, I look, how do I automate my business? You can automate your business with a specialist. You can automate your business with a skilled human being, a human outsource. Remember, it's meant so that you're not required to do everything in the business. Even if you're amazing at it, you still want to make sure some of these people can get it done. And the last person you look for is who? You. You should be doing things that nobody can do at the moment. And eventually you're going to replace yourself, right? And you'll put someone else in the spot, and you'll be here, and the CEO will be here in this position. And that's how you build a business. Because if you think about people that have multiple businesses, 5 businesses, 10 businesses, you think they're running all those businesses as CEOs? It is extremely difficult to run one business as a CEO, let alone 2, right? So you're talking about being a CEO of a company is not easy. It's a lot of required time and effort, right? But I promise you, a CEO is focused on finding specialists, skilled human beings, humans, outsourcing internationally, and having computers and AI do a lot of the work. And if you have this kind of equation, you can automate your business to the point where you are not required to become successful. That is the whole purpose of building a business. Building a business is not about you being the freaking magic and you walking around being so excited about, look what I have done. No, being a successful CEO, being a successful business owner is about how do you get other people and other systems and processes in place so that you're not required to be there all the time. So your business can flourish and grow without you constraining it with your hands and on a tight grip, right? So I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. If you love this kind of content, do me a favor and share this video. I want the YouTube algorithm to show us some love and expand as we're growing to 100,000 plus subscribers on this channel. Our TikTok and Instagram is exploding right now, but we need some love on the YouTube, so I would appreciate it from the bottom of my heart if you could subscribe to the channel and share it. And we'll see you guys in the next video.